It's on.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੂੰ ਆਏ ਸੀ?
ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ 77 ਦਸੰਬਰ 'ਚ ਆਏ ਸੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ, ਔਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਆਏ ਸੀ?
ਅਸੀਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਏ ਸੀ, ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਿਸਟਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੀਗੀ, ਉਹਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੱਦਿਆ ਸੀ, ਸਾਰੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਨੂੰ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ?
ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਿਸਟਰ ਕੋਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ 'ਚ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਿਸਟਰ ਨਾਲ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ?
ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ 2-3 ਸਾਲ, ਪਰ ਮੈਂ ਆਫਟਰ 6 ਮੰਥ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਜੌਬ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ।
ਜੌਬ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਮਿਲ ਗਈ?
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਮਿਲ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ।
ਕਿੱਦਾਂ?
ਉੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰ ਸੀਗਾ, ਫੋਰਮੈਨ ਲੱਗਾ, ਉਹਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹਾਇਰ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਕੰਮ 'ਤੇ।
ਫਿਰ ਜੌਬ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ?
ਜੌਬ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਸਿਖਾ ਦਿੱਤੇ, ਅਤੇ ਉਹ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਦੇ, ਅਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ।
ਉੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਕੀਤਾ?
ਉੱਥੇ ਗ੍ਰੀਨ ਚੇਨ 'ਤੇ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਲੇਨਰ ਫੀਡ ਕੀਤਾ, ਪਲੇਨਰ ਮੈਨ ਦਾ ਕੀਤਾ, ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤੇ ਜੋ ਜੋ ਮਿਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਸੀਗੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ।
Okay. It's on. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਮਿਲ 'ਚ?
About 28 years।
ਫਿਰ ਬਾਅਦ 'ਚੋਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ?
ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਲ ਬੰਦ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਸੀਗੀ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਮਕੈਨਿਕੀ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ।
ਉਹ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਮਿਲੀ ਜੌਬ?
ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਆਫਰ ਕੀਤੀ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਕਰ ਲਾ।
ਫਿਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ?
ਉੱਥੇ 6 year ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ।
ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ 'ਚੋਂ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ?
ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਤੇ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ।
ਓਕੇ, ਮਿਲ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਹੋਣ?
ਹਾਂ, ਬਹੁਤ ਬੰਦੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਆਏ ਸੀਗੇ।
ਫਿਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਈਜ਼ੀ ਮਿਕਸਅਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ, ਔਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਸੀ ਕੁਛ?
ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, ਬਸ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਿੱਚ।
Again, ਕੌਣ?
Okay.
No, this ਨਹੀਂ again ਕੋ।
ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ, ਚਾਹੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ, ਚਾਹੇ ਨਵਾਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਸੀ, ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਲਾਈਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨਾਲ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ।
ਉਹ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਸੀ ਅੰਡਰਸਟੈਂਡਿੰਗ?
ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਟਰੀਟਮੈਂਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ।
That's good.
That's good for me. It's on. When did you come to Canada?
I came to Canada on May 19th, 1989.
How did you feel about moving to Canada?
I was excited to move to Canada.
Why did you move to Canada?
My parents arranged my marriage here in Canada.
Can you talk about your arranged marriage? How did you feel?
About my marriage?
Yeah. How did
you feel about being your marriage being arranged, and just talk a little bit about it?
At that time, I didn't realize. I was just excited about getting new clothes and moving to a new country. Never thought about anything about marriage.
How was your marriage arranged? How did they find you?
My uncle introduced his family to my parents, and they arranged our marriage.
So, were you excited to get married?
Yes, I was excited.
When was the first time you came to Canada to?
We already talked about that. No, can you talk about the plane ride a little bit?
I was very excited for the plane ride, but it was scary at the same time. It was a very different experience. I still remember I was trying to figure out how to put on my seatbelt. That was the very first time.
Did you come by yourself?
I came with one of my brother-in-law.
How did
Where was the marriage, in India or in Canada?
It was in Canada.
Canada.
can you say like it was in Canada?
It was in Canada.
Say my marriage was.
My marriage was in Canada.
Did it feel different when you immediately landed in Canada compared to India? One sec, the phone's ringing.
It's on.
Did it feel different when you immediately landed in Canada compared to India?
Yes, it was very different from India
In what ways?
in a good way.
Can you like give an example like that was different here, like maybe cleanliness, maybe like the air, like maybe, you know, something like that? Can you like give us an example?
It was totally different experience. Even the people were different. It was like more cleaner than in India. Buildings were different. Everything was different.
Did you feel like how did you feel about it being so different? Like at first was it hard to get used to? Like yeah.
Yes, it was. I was excited and scared at the same time. Like everything was different. Even if when you go to the bathroom, you have to figure out how to lock the door, how to turn off and on the tap, and everything was different. And I was embarrassed at the same time to ask somebody. I at that time I thought that maybe people will judge me for not knowing stuff.
About approximately how long did it take to overcome and like learn that you felt comfortable enough to call Canada your home?
Maybe 5 years.
It took you 5 years to consider Canada your home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once my family was here, at that time I felt like home. Before I was like, when I came here, I was all by myself. I didn't know anybody here. I had no friends, no family. So maybe that was the reason.
When you came, where did you first live?
First day I stayed at my sister-in-law's home in Vancouver, and then to another sister-in-law's home in Surrey for a week before my marriage.
And then, when did you guys purchase your first home? Or did you like rent a house, or like, can you just talk about housing a little bit?
Okay, your dad already had a home. Like they used to live in Vancouver with his mom and brother, and then we won Peony Prize home in 1992. That was in Twassen, and then at that time we moved there, and it helped us a lot economically. So I didn't have to work. I stayed home because of that.
So like winning the Peony Prize home was like a big thing. Like where you, like how did you feel like about winning like a house? Like did you have lotteries of such sort in India? Like did you think you would win? Like can you just talk about it a little bit?
No, I never thought of winning. But before that, like one time I won my 5 numbers matched in 649, and that at that time I won $2,800 for that. And then I was going to PNE with my friends, and your dad told me to buy a ticket, so I bought a ticket there for $5, and like I never thought I would win.
Oh, that's cute. So you mentioned you didn't work. Do you feel as if your life changed for the better or worse moving to Canada?
That's a good question. It was so different at the first, even like there was a language barrier. Everything that I studied in India, like they wouldn't consider anything. Uh, like I didn't know anything about where to start my life from. Like just because I won Peony Prize on, because of that I had a choice to stay at home. But otherwise, like it would been a difficult, I think, experience to work. Like
So, in India, you never had work, did you?
no, I was only 17 when I left India. I just finished my college.
How did you find the people here, like their attitudes? Like, did you feel that people treated you the same as others, or did you feel like an outsider? Like, did you feel accepted?
Oh, at first I thought people are very nice, very friendly, very kind. Um, maybe because of the language as well, as everybody here is so soft spoken, and which was very different from India. Like the tone of our voices are much higher, um, and that made me feel very comfortable with people here. So, like I still think that they're nice. All the people are nice.
Okay. Do you feel like that like the customs and like the values that Indian culture has? Do you think that Canada is like similar, or would you say different?
Living here for so long now, it's been 26 years. As I think we are growing, and like I don't think there's any difference in values. Whatever is wrong in India is wrong here. Whatever is right here is right in India. So
Okay. Do you think that like India since actually okay, what's one thing about India that is different that you wish that Canadian culture had? You don't know. You don't have to answer. It's okay. Anything else that you would want to talk about in regards to your experience, or any last words?
now I realize that it was like I would never want that for my child to been through what I have been through. Like it is not easy migrating from one country where you like grew up, and then to different country, and then settle from the beginning. So that's my only thing.
But why would you say that? Like, is it because of like the hardships you had to face? Like, what about settling or like migrating do you find like, you know, what part of
I
it?
said that because it wasn't my choice. So if my child makes his own choice to go somewhere and he's comfortable going there, he really wants to go there, I will definitely support him. But like telling your child to go somewhere and start your life from the scratch, I would never do that to my child.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Anya, to see इनको कर सकते हैं marriage immigration process that like
Just wait, there's noise. Can you close this? Starting.
It's not gonna come in.
This is no.
Can you talk about the immigration process in regards to coming here to Canada?
Your dad sponsored me. Then I had to go through a medical examination, and then my interview came. So I had to pass both the medical and the interview to get visa.
How long did that process take?
It took us, I think I was engaged in February 1988, and then it took, I think, about a year to get the visa at that time.
Did you endure any hardships in getting the visa? Was it a smooth process, or were there like stalls in the?
No. No hardships, just the procedure.
Do you know if it's changed at all recently?
I think now you can get the visa in, I think, 3 months, 3-4 months.
Is the process the same?
Process is the same, I believe.
Okay, thanks.